Welcome back to the Soul Food Podcast. I'm Michael Vikelik.
And I'm Shannon Meyer. Together we share insights and conversations to help you cultivate joy, peace, and prosperity while unlocking your limitless potential.
Get ready for a transformative journey filled with laughter, strategies, and lively discussions that will inspire you to thrive in every area of your life. There's a lot of old wisdom, okay, that's been taken incorrectly. And that's why, we're all in the position we're in. We don't understand our purpose here,
Mm-hmm.
the amount of power that we have here to create a really great life and actually support each other to have an amazing experience in the physical. Okay. So I was also going to mention, and I'll bring this up as we go.
Mm-hmm.
How we create, an inner state of peace. All right. But then, one of our most amazing first teachers that everyone believes in, that everyone, well, I won't say everyone believes in it, okay? But Jesus, I mean, he said, I am the light. And when I go to the Father, in other words, that, this is all taken out of context, but we are all the light, okay?
Mm-hmm.
He also said, you are the light.
Mm-hmm.
So we're all the light, and we're here to shine our light, okay? And when we go to the Father, meaning when we encompass the wisdom of God, of the Father, of the universe. Okay. When we encompass this wisdom, we go to that wisdom. We encompass this wisdom and we become higher consciousness. Now, does that sound right to you?
For me, yes. For me, yes. Because I believe everyone has this limitless potential within.
Yes.
And for me, when I connect heart to heart, I feel that energy. I feel that power of being of the people. And I really know that we all are creators. We all are
Yes.
magical beings capable of
Yes.
creating our own reality. And we have a potential within that we have unlearned, we have forgotten,
Yes.
and we are magical beings. Yes.
Okay. So I just wanted to make sure you're okay with that because to me, those are the old teachings that a lot of people are hung up on, and I wanted to make the connection.
Yes.
What we're
I love
teaching,
that.
what we're teaching connects to the old teaching, okay? Um, when you embody that Christ consciousness, this higher consciousness, there's so much power in it, right? So you are an ultimate creator, and um, this is our purpose to realize.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that part of our purpose is to realize that we are that being, that energy, that we are a part of God. We are, and again, the Jesus, the teacher from long ago that so many people think that we're separate from, and we're
Mm-hmm.
separate from God. I mean, what he was saying was, you're not separate. These things I do, you can do.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, come on. Why don't, I mean, I did a video the other day saying, all these hurricanes, if we just all really got together, what I feel in those hurricanes is irritation,
Mm-hmm.
anger.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the thing with the world, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay. But I feel that in there. If we all sat back and meditated on on creating real peace within that hurricane, the thing dissipates and falls apart.
Yes.
I'm telling you that this is what Jesus showed us a
Yes.
long time ago.
Is the
If you absolutely believe you could walk on water, you could.
mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm,
how many of us believe that?
mm-hmm. That's
We've been
true.
so conditioned with so much stuff. So anyway,
Yes. Yes.
I wanted to point this out because this is people don't get the connection.
No, no, because people have been taught to look outside
Yeah,
for a figure and venerate that figure. But this master, he was showing us through his example what we are capable of doing and
right.
being. So it's really, he was saying you also can be that. You also can do this. It's not
Absolutely.
only me. It's the you have this power within to be able to do that. But people read it literally and venerate someone else outside a savior when we are our own saviors.
Yes. Yes. I mean, there are people when I talk about this I mean, they run like, I
Mhm.
mean, they're unhooking from my social media. Oh, I can't be there. His friend, that guy's nuts. It's like I'm just speaking the truth.
Mhm.
That's the real truth. The real
Yeah.
truth is we all have that capability. We
Yes.
all have, but so we all have the capability to reach that higher consciousness. And that's what heals us.
That's what heals us.
That's
And
what heals us.
Michael, you have it, and you have this truth. You know it because you have felt it, even if it's a
Yes.
glimpse. A glimpse. No, it's this little super powerful glimpse, but it's only 1 second or 1 millisecond, but you have felt it and you know it. You know it
Yes.
that you have the limitless potential within,
I absolutely.
and
Yes.
with that, because I had that too, and with that, you know that everyone else has it too.
Yeah. But we have to allow it. Okay. So we can
Mm-hmm.
start whenever you want, but I wanted to make sure that I see, I think it's important to make that connection. Um, People, I want them to understand, what are we really teaching them? What are we showing them? We're showing them what we've known for thousands of years.
Yes, yes. And I thought we were already having the conversation.
I think we're not recording.
No,
So
we
we
are
can,
recording.
oh, we are?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't think we were recording. I thought you took it off. Okay. All right. So hey, all right. So let's go back to the beginning here. This is what I wanted to start with, okay? The mind, okay? We've been focused on the mind and how the mind is influencing our life, okay? So we chose to come here in this beautiful experience in the physical, okay? To, reach a higher level of consciousness, to understand that we are a creator. Okay. So when we listen to all this chaotic thinking of the mind, it causes chaos in our life. Okay. So this is some of the things that I work with, okay, because this my generational freedom foundation works very much with old patterns that you've been taught through your family, through your friends, through society. Everybody is in this place of not believing how amazing they are.
Yes.
So we have grief, we have pain, we have anger, sadness. Where does all this come from? It comes from the mind. But here's something I want to give the audience, all right?
Mm-hmm.
It comes from having an interest in a thought. In other words, engaging in a thought. This thought then is attached to a belief and creates an emotion. And these emotions are either they can be you can be very happy from your thought, or you can have grief, pain, suffering, anger, all these others. Okay. So, and what I experienced in my family, what I saw growing up was, you know, resentment, the depression. It kind of went back and forth. All of a sudden, you'd be seeing this and you'd be seeing that. And
Hmm.
what does that really cause? It's really from what I've learned over time is it's from the ego, the mind. It is all those thoughts, ideas, concepts. That is your ego self created by the mind and in a state of mind.
Hmm.
You really believe that it's hopeless, that you're never going to get what you really want. So one person gets you upset, your life gets you upset. Then it's sadness. Oh, it's hopeless. I'll never get it, and you fall into this, and this is all from the chaotic mind. It's all from your mind. So learning how to understand your own mind, and I'm doing a workshop on that. I'm doing an event on this coming up. It's in the Chicago area, but it's very important to understand your own mind because and understand that the most power you can have is be the observer of your mind. Okay, allow peace. Watch your mind go into the old thing that you learned when you were a child and watch it, observe it, but you don't have to engage or have an interest in that thought. See, there's a key piece right
Hmm.
there
Very
when
important.
you can let go of having an interest in the thought, you can keep a peaceful state, which is so powerful for you. All right. So your inner world becomes amazing. This is how we start to raise our consciousness and we heal ourselves from the inside out. This is how we can stay so healthy, so happy. We don't go into all of this, chaotic thinking. And what we're doing is ruining our day. We're ruining our life by doing it. Okay. So not having an interest in the thought, being an observer of your own mind, no matter what you were raised with, is the first step to like finding more bliss and raising your consciousness. Okay. So when your inner world becomes that peaceful, your outer world becomes that peaceful, right? So I would love to hear your thoughts on this, Jeanette. What do you think?
I'm totally with you because I have experienced that. So,
Yeah,
and I experience it every day. No, I'm the observer of my thoughts, and I see how I have evolved from someone that has been a lot in their mind and
yeah,
into someone more peaceful, someone that is being able to be here, sitting here and listening to you, vibrating with what you're saying, feeling it, and also creating this peace outside of me. So it's really such a different world. It's a different world from being in your mind and having this chaos and victimhood and everything that comes when you are listening to your mind and when you are your mind, which you are not.
right.
When you are able to observe and be objective and seeing what you're thinking and feeling what you're afterwards, feeling what you're thinking and how this is affecting and then acting, responding upon that, it's a totally different life. It's a totally different life in every aspect. And it's
Absolutely.
it's magical
I
because we are creators.
Well, it is magical. It's magical, and I've had that happen in my own life. I mean, I've
Mm-hmm.
really had it happen, and sometimes, the mind will try to drag you back
Yes, many times.
to, some old idea or, some reaction to something that goes on. I mean, I've been this person who wants to right every wrong in the world. Okay. And there are ways to do that without getting upset.
Yes.
I mean, there's a lot of um, feeling the anger and getting upset with things is not, it's not healing anything.
No.
Okay, that doesn't heal anything. So, but when you can approach it from this place of power, from peace, from a place of beauty, you come with a solution
Mm-hmm.
rather than a reaction. So
Yes.
and you allow in what I think one of the most beautiful things when I've learned to be the observer of my
Mm-hmm.
thoughts,
Mm-hmm.
stop having such an interest and engaging in those thoughts, which I've had since I was a child. I mean, there's different things I did to keep myself safe. I get it. I understand that. Okay, I totally get it. So it's a conditioned thing. Okay, but you can overcome all of this.
Ah,
Just
yes.
stay in a place of absolute bliss, and every part of your life, including your body, will begin to heal.
Mm-hmm.
Everything begins to heal. It changes everything. So, and we were talking about we are the light,
We
right?
are the light.
We were still recording this
Yes.
when we were talking about that. Okay. So, I mean, we are the light, and we were told this so many times. And this is uh, Jesus was the light. God is
Mm-hmm.
the light. I mean, and we are the light. We're all connected. We're all the light. We are. We're all connected. So, um, when you let that come forward and shine your light, who you really are, it's so incredibly powerful. It's so incredibly powerful. It's
And
funny how we all get wrapped up in all these things, and what I call life or what I see much of life is today is there's all kinds of distractions from keeping you
mm-hmm.
away from higher consciousness, this
Yes.
beauty, this bliss that
Yes.
you can have, and you create what you really desire. And all these different distractions are things the ego loves to distract you. I mean, I have to have this need met. I have to do this. I have to be validated. Somebody has to. That's all ego stuff. It's all ego.
Yes. Yes.
It's all ego. But we're taught this. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
when I worked in a psychology office, and I know I'm talking quite a bit here. I want to hear what you have to
No,
say.
no,
Um,
no. We
I
love that.
worked
We love that,
in
Michael.
a
Don't worry.
psychology office, where there were many different
Mm-hmm.
psychiatrists, psychologists, okay, counselors. They, what I see them doing is validating, what somebody went through, or their pain or this or that. But the point to me is you're validating an ego rather than seeing it as a piece of wisdom to learn from and grow out of. We don't need to rehash the story
No.
over and over, and then finally just, you know, okay, I accept this. But that's not the point. The point
No.
is you're growing through something, you're evolving to a different being, to
No.
who you really are. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that experience was just something. It may be something you decided to learn when you came into this world. That experience is showing you your own power. How you can overcome. So
Yes. Yes. Dealing. It's not dealing with the mind. It's not dealing with the mind with mind stuff. Let's
yes,
say no. If you if you listen to your mind, to your ego, and you, like you were saying, you again tell a story in your head to someone, from your head, from your mind, or to someone, and you are not being the observer, you are nurturing this ego.
yes, yes,
So because if I'm not the observer in what I'm saying, I'm not learning from that experience. I'm just logically putting something, a reason to it that serves my ego, my mind, and not, it doesn't serve me as this being that came here. to be who you are, no? To unlearn so many things, to relearn that we are light, and that we are limitless potential, and that we are creators. If we stay in the mind, we will always stay in the mind. If we deal the mind with the mind, we will always stay in the mind. And
Agree.
it's not taking us anywhere.
Right, right. I mean, and the more that, and I believe we've talked about this, the more that we remain in the mind, if we don't evolve, if we don't evolve past our states of mind, past um our constant engagement, or with the mind, we continue to keep reincarnating
Mhm.
and going through the same experience. It's amazing. So I totally believe this, especially after the experiences I've had with my own family, my
Mhm.
own family. So,
Mhm.
I mean, my mom coming back the other day, Jeanette, here I am working at my computer. It was later at night. It's probably 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I was putting some things together. I think I was working on the event, and all of a sudden there was this smell
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
of a gasoline and oil. I'm like,
Mhm.
where did that come from?
Mhm.
And it's strong.
Yeah.
It's very strong. I'm like, wait a minute, what is that? I get up, I walk around, I'm looking around, it's like, what is that? Right? Then I sit down, it seems like it's gone. And then here it comes again. I'm
Mhm.
sitting at my desk, and here comes the smell again. And it was my father.
Uh-huh.
He was a mechanic for a long time.
Wow.
And the oil that got into his skin is
Mhm.
is what affected his bone marrow, actually.
Ah, wow.
So anyway, he did that work for a long time. And I'm like, holy cow, it was my dad. So my mom comes to me in one way. My dad comes to me in another way. And this is how connected we are to all of this. If we welcome it in, if we
Yes.
allow it, if we, you know, um,
Unblock, no? The
lose the
mind.
fear, I
Yeah.
guess,
Yeah.
right? There's
Yeah.
no fear in it. Yeah. I was surprised. I was surprised. I
Mm-hmm.
really was.
Beautiful experience, yes.
So,
And
my mom comes
again,
through in more of a light, right?
mm-hmm.
And speaks to me, and my dad, it was more my sense of
See,
smell,
no,
really.
and the thing here, what you are describing is the beauty of observation,
Yeah.
of being there and observing what you are smelling, and also then coming to the conclusion that it was your father. So the
Yeah.
mind, it's not there. It's more, it senses,
It was
no?
internal.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
in internal knowing. So
Hmm.
it's really taking the mind out, moving to the side to really be able to get into the knowing,
Hmm.
no? And to the observation and acknowledgement that it was your father. That's
Yes.
beautiful.
It was really amazing. It was really
Mm.
amazing because it came out of nowhere.
Yeah, yeah, incredible.
Yeah, that was really amazing. And I don't hear a lot from my dad. Not like my mom will be, my mom's
Hmm.
been like right there she can, I mean, ring my ears, send light. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Hmm.
My dad, I haven't heard much from, right?
Hmm.
So it was really surprising.
Hmm.
Very, very surprising. So
Very nice. Plus, because you
I,
have it, you have learned, relearned to be open to that those lights, also lights being that are now not in the same frequency, no, but they are there.
right.
So you have relearned to connect with them, and we all can do that. We all can do that our own way when when
Yes.
it's time, no, but we all have that capability if we have the intention, and if we are really open to it without the fear, like you were mentioning before. Now the fear, I think the fear blocks many things, because we are
Mm.
fearful of ghosts. No, that's what we've been told, the ghosts. We are fearful of demons. We are fearful of so many things that we just don't open up, because something can get into our body.
And do you think, can I ask you something here?
Yeah.
When you mention demons,
Yeah.
I believe that demons are caused really by our own consciousness. I mean, we again,
Mm-hmm.
we create our own demons
Yes.
based upon what we have in our mind. Okay, so if we're causing that fear, or we have a real fear of this, or this is our focus, then we allow
Mm.
different. But I think it's all a point of perspective again, and moving away from the chaotic thinking of the mind, the
Yeah.
different ideas and concepts that you've been taught in life. When you let go of all of that and just let your experience be beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
be in a place of that peace and bliss, and know that you're pure of heart,
Mm-hmm.
and you have the best intention for people, and for the world, and for, what do we call it, consciousness as a whole. uh,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing but good that's going to come to you
Yeah.
when you
I
really know that, right?
Yes, and I love the word, and the word that you've been using today many times. It's focus, because I've been using it lately. I've been not using the word. I've been seeing it in many things, many ways, many situations. In really acknowledging that the focus, it's what creates.
Mhm.
When we put our focus on something with the heart, um, we are able to move the mind away, and perception changes, and well, we are able to create a different situation to make it.
Mhm.
Uh, so it's really the focus. Where are you putting your observation? Where are you putting
Right.
your observation?
And
No.
and yes, absolutely. And I believe that, of course, your focus, your thought, belief, and the emotional state, it creates a state of mind, and where you place that focus is where you're placing energy. So being
Mm-hmm.
a
Yes.
creator, here's the thing
Yeah.
everybody needs to know. This was a very harsh teaching that I had to learn. But my master, when the first time that she said to me, "You have exactly what you want." I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, "No, I don't. I don't have anything I want." She said, "You have exactly what you want.
Mm-hmm.
It's not what you maybe consciously think you want, but it's what your focus is on, even if it's unconscious. It's where your focus is. It's what you believe. It's what you think every day. And there are thoughts that keep repeating in everyone's mind. They don't even realize they have. I mean, you have to really stop yourself.
Yeah.
Wow, what did I just say?
Yes. True. True.
Because we don't see it. We don't
Mm-hmm.
recognize it. It's so much a part of us, right?
Yes.
So the
Yeah.
focus is huge, huge. And the first time I was told that, I didn't believe that at all. Like, I don't have what I want.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
you
it's
do.
yes, you do, because it's also it's very simple, no? With there are some examples, no, of creations, no. When you say something, for instance, I want I want abundance, let's say. So you are really saying you don't have abundance.
Don't have it right. That's
No,
the
so
wounding.
that's
Yeah.
where so you really don't have abundance because that's what you're saying.
Right.
No?
Right. Sure. And there's so many things that, you know, I mean, everybody asks about being a manifester and manifesting this or that. You're already a manifester.
You are already,
And
yes.
what you're manifesting into your life is because of your focus, your
Mm-hmm.
thoughts, your beliefs, your emotional state on a daily basis. What you have in you, you're always a manifester. You
Yes.
can increase the power to manifest. You can make it much more beautiful to bring things into your life, or you can do it on default and things come in you swear you don't want, but yes,
Mm-hmm.
you do. It maybe isn't what you really want, but unconsciously, it's where your focus is, it's where your belief system is, it's where your energy lies. So it's amazing. It is amazing, but we're always manifesting. We're always creating. So and this is when I talked about Jesus, and when he said, um, "This you can do, and so much more." I mean, I actually, okay, look, let me put this into perspective.
Yeah.
My father was very, very Catholic. Nothing wrong with being Catholic.
Mm.
Nothing. Went to church every week. Went to catechism for a long time. Had a lot of religious training, and it brought up a lot of questions in me. It's like, wait a minute, this doesn't sound right. Okay. It didn't feel right in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I started to question it. And then I went to a different church, which was non-denominational. And then I started learning from some other people about it was about consciousness. It was about our power. It was about, and then I started looking at some of the teachings from Jesus, the things he actually said, and some of the things that are still in the old scrolls. There was differences, right, between what's there and what's written in different places.
Yes.
So I started to really look at this, and it's been a long, long journey of learning. But if we could ever get back to really understanding who we are and what we can do and where we came from
Mm-hmm.
and how we're all connected, that we're not separate from anything. We're not separate from God. We're a part of God. Okay. So if we can get back to that, we can actually do some of the miracles. I mean, and there are people in the world who do them now.
Yeah. Yes, yes,
There are.
yes, yes. And what you said before also, the fact that if we all concentrate on lowering the force of tornado, or we are able to do that.
Well, uh, yes, absolutely. I
Mm-hmm.
believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it. Do you really believe that?
If I believe it, I believe it, yes. And if we do it, but if we do it because we believe it, like also taking disappearing tumors in our body, no, there are videos and really scientific proof that by believing
Hmm.
they disappear.
Yes.
So if we believe, it's not the mind that we're saying, we do it. No, no, when we believe it and we apply this belief, then it happens. It can happen.
Yeah, but it's difficult, and just
Mm-hmm.
by me saying that
Yes.
destroys it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When you think it's difficult, when you think it's something that's hard to do, or to switch your belief system to something that powerful, then you are destroying it.
Yeah.
You would really have to believe it. You really
Yeah.
have to believe it. So there's been challenges in my life that I absolutely believed I could overcome, and I did. They were even small health challenges, but I overcame them. And I've told those stories.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's amazing. And I I agree with all of this. I agree exactly what you're saying with exactly what you're saying. There's so much power in higher consciousness, and this is what actually heals us. So it's amazing. It really is amazing.
And the other thing is that you can feel this healing because
Yes.
when you are in a high, when you raise your consciousness through meditation, for instance, when you raise this consciousness, you feel this universe within you, this energy within you that is beyond anything that you have experienced here. And that is healing.
Yes.
It's the light. At the end, you're
Yes.
connecting to your light. It's your light because you are there. It's you looking inside. It's your light that is projecting into your body and into outside. And this is a healing and a blissful, super blissful. And it's the healing is happening.
Yeah, it's amazing. It really is. So I really believe that it's very important that people understand um, how this all connects
Mm-hmm.
and what we were really taught and how a lot of it has been taken out of context. It really
Yeah.
has. So it's amazing. And yes, I believe we can heal the body. I believe we can. But it does take a belief. It takes
Mm-hmm.
a belief. Yep.
Mm-hmm. And
So
there, here again, we go into what you said before, no? We connecting the dots and also understanding that our patterns, our beliefs are the ones that are blocking our creation, our
yes,
beingness.
and we take them all for granted.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I grew up and this is what I learned, and this
Yes.
is how the world works, and this is how things work. I mean, I'm just here, and yeah, things are happening in the world, and I'm powerless. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
this is how you're raised.
Yes.
You have to see this person, over here or that person over there to help you with this or that or the other thing, but you have so much inside, so much ability to heal. Um, I'm not saying don't go see a doctor. I
No,
mean,
no, no. But yeah,
I mean,
no, no,
but
no.
but you do have amazing, amazing power. So
Yes, and not only to heal, it's to your wisdom within. Also, we and I have been there many times in listening to someone else just because this person was saying, and I was maybe thinking or feeling something different, but I followed. And then, yeah, well, I went against the wall. It was normal, no? Because you're following someone else with their advices when it's their advice when you really internally you have your wisdom within that serves you the best because there's
yes,
no one can serve you better than yourself.
yes, understand the initial teaching,
Mm-hmm.
the truth teaching, but then start receiving the wisdom from within.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, you don't have to reach outside of yourself for the answers once you understand how amazing you are.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Perfect. Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jeanette.
You are amazing.
Jeanette. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank
Yes,
you
you
so
say your
much.
name's nice and soft, and that's beautiful. So,
My name is said in so many ways, and I'm happy with all of them.
good, good.
Thank
Oh,
you
you
so
should hear
much.
people mention my last name.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, thank you for your time with me here. This has been absolutely terrific.
Yes, and thanks to everyone listening to us, and happy for you to comment, to email us, and yes, and to follow us. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Subscribers would be really great. And yes, if you have questions, yes,
Yes,
we'd love to hear them because
yes,
that's going to help us actually create a new podcast,
Mm-hmm.
an
Mm-hmm.
episode. We
Yes.
can answer all your questions. That'll be great.
Yes.
So thank you. Thank you for listening. And
Thank
thank you.
you.